Asset management giant BlackRock recently wrote in its 2023 Global Outlook report that a recession is foretold, while in December, JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon reiterated a prediction that a recession is coming in 2023. The latest Purchasing Managers Index signaled a November contraction in the U.S. manufacturing sector. It marks the first time since June 2020 that the gauge has fallen below 50. With recession worries growing, power may shift back to employers and threaten perks gained during the pandemic. If the job market continues to weaken next year, companies will be emboldened and may pull back on letting employees work remotely. Executives generally fall into two camps on working from home, which surged during the pandemic when workers gained leverage during a tight labor market. Some believe it has advantages, like happier employees, while others say company culture is built in the office. That said, remote work looks like it's here to stay. Gallup projects that about 75% of remote-capable workers will be hybrid or fully remote in the long term. Here are the top reasons why experts say remote work will continue in 2023. There's a genuine divergence between organizations, said Melissa Swift, a workforce transformation leader at consultant Mercer. You're starting to see companies pick sides. Employees experienced new levels of fulfillment working from home, and it has been hard for companies to justify walking that back, said Caitlin Duffy, research director at consulting firm Gartner. Remote work opens recruiting to a bigger geographic area and a larger talent pool. That's a major advantage, especially for specialized roles where qualified candidates are hard to find. Offering work flexibility can also support a company's diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. That's especially the case for groups like disabled workers, who are often shut out of the labor market. Working parents and people of color have also reported tremendous benefits from remote work. Rather than reversing the shift to remote work, a recession might accelerate the trend because it can reduce the need for office space and help companies cut costs, according to Chowdhury. This summer, Yelp Incorporated closed its New York, Chicago, and Washington offices with plans to put the savings toward hiring and employee benefits. Not long after, Lyft Incorporated rented out about half of its office space in San Francisco, New York, Seattle, and Nashville. Other major companies, such as Meta Platforms Incorporated and Amazon.com Inc., have scaled back office expansion plans. Employees who are allowed to work from home are willing to take a pay cut in exchange for greater flexibility and lower commuting costs. Work from anywhere policies also allow bosses to keep labor costs down by hiring in states, such as Idaho, Louisiana, and Kansas, that have lower costs of living. If a company does an about-face, executives risk damaging their reputation. Just look at Twitter. In an effort to shake up the company last month, new Chief Executive Officer Elon Musk ended the company's remote work model. But so many employees opted for severance instead that he had to soften his stance to coax some staff back. Being proactive can help alleviate some stress related to the upcoming recession. 1. Take stock of your finances, make a budget to see where your money is going and identify areas where you can cut back on expenses. 2. Build an emergency fund. Having an emergency fund can help you weather financial storms. Aim to save enough to cover 3 to 6 months' worth of expenses. 3. Create a plan for paying off debt. If you have debt, create a plan for paying it off as quickly as possible. This could involve consolidating debt, negotiating lower interest rates, or seeking professional help. 4. Look for ways to increase your income. Consider taking on a part-time job or finding ways to earn additional income through freelancing or starting a small business. 5. Cut costs wherever you can. Look for ways to reduce your expenses, such as buy. Remember, it's important to stay positive and focus on the steps you can take to improve your financial situation. With planning and perseverance, you can survive a financial crisis and come out stronger on the other side.